Today on CWN, the cast for Anastasia, the musical, has been released.
And football has their first scrimmage tonight against Miller. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Maddie. And today is Thursday, August 15th, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Mr. Jones, the theater director, gave us insight on how the auditions for Anastasia, the musical, went. We also acquired the cast list for the play.
Good morning, Wildcats. My name is Adrian Jimenez. I'm here with Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, tell me, you just released the cast list for Anastasia. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we dropped the cast list after school yesterday. Tuesday, basically, the students showed up for the audition in the choir room. How we did that is we divided girls and boys, had about a little over 30 girls there and about 15 boys there. Divided them up. We had them sing a section of the song individually, and then we did a dance call with the other group and then switched them. And we then conferred, me and the other two panel of judges, which included Miss Weaver, the choir teacher, and Miss Williams, the junior high theater teacher. So we all decided, what was best, and we dropped the cast list, and I'm super excited for this show. It's the first musical here in a while. Big musical, big name, so I'm excited to get started.
That's awesome. Now back to the studio.
We have another new teacher to CHS. Mrs. Martinez isn't necessarily new to Calallen as she was at Calallen last year, but she is now officially our health science teacher.
Good morning, Calallen TV. I'm here with Ms. Martinez. How do you feel being an official teacher at Calallen High School?
I am honored. I am honored to officially be now a part of the faculty here with Calallen High School. I teach principles of health, medical terminology, and clinical rotations, and I'm super excited. And I have a lot of plans for our kids.
That's it from us. Back to the studio.
Congratulations, Mrs. Martinez.
Math Club got started yesterday. The president of the club, Joelle, tells us what the Math Club is all about. If you want to join a club, check out the Math Club.
I'm here with the president of the Math Club, Joelle. So, Joelle, can you tell us about the Math Club and what exactly do y'all do in it?
Yeah, of course. So today, or not today, but on Wednesdays after school from 4 to 5, we usually meet in Miss Swanson's classroom to go over just any math facts, have snacks, talk with friends, a little bit of tutoring, practice UIL mathematics, and just chill.
And why exactly should someone join the Math Club?
If anybody is interested in math or wants to get better, just have fun, talk with friends, have snacks, you should just definitely join. $15.
That's great. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Mr. Eason showed us what he was doing in his computer science class. Lakin gives us a look inside the computers.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Mr. Eason, who teaches computer science. Can you tell me a little bit about what y'all are doing today?
Yeah, so of course I teach computer science and revolves entirely around computers. And so what we're doing today is I'm actually getting the students into some old computers that we have in the room. And I'm getting them to take the components out. I'm showing them the components, talking about what each one does. And they're right now putting them all back together unsupervised. So we're going to see if they manage to put them all back together correctly.
That's really cool. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Calallen hosted the Coastal Bend Blood Drive last week. CHS had a goal of collecting 55 units and collected 34 units of blood. Great job. But we know we can do better. At this time, CHS has a future blood drive scheduled for October 8th, 2024. Let's plan to get out there and donate. The Coastal Bend Blood Center is grateful for your support in fulfilling our mission and want to thank you for hosting a blood drive and saving lives in our community.
To all students and staff, if you drive to school, you are required to have a parking permit. Stop by the front office to pick up your permit. As of August 26, towing or booting will begin to be enforced. Parking in a handicapped spot is already being enforced. You must be in compliance.
Now let's send it over to Addie with Wildcat Media.
Anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. 4 of our volleyball girls, Autumn Garza, Ashley Robertson, Grace Martinez, and Taylor Paredes, are all in the running on Caller Times for the preseason MVP. You can vote as many times as you'd like until next Tuesday, August 20th. The link on Instagram is at Calallen Volleyball Booster Club. Now that's all from media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Addie.
And now let's send it to Emma with the rundown on sports right after this quick break.
Hey cats, make sure to bring your IDs to school. If not, you will get lunch D-Haul and a temporary ID will be issued. However, your parents can bring you your ID before 9:45 and your D-Haul will be dismissed. But if you are tardy, it will be an automatic lunch D-Haul. That's it from me. Back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Many of our fall sports are underway, including our boys and girls cross-country teams. They have the Tribal Invitational at TM this Saturday. We spoke to a few runners about the upcoming season.
I'm here with Elsa, one of the varsity cross-country runners. So you have a meet coming up this Saturday. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, so we have a meet this Saturday, and it's going to be at TM, and we are going to start at 7.
So what have y'all been doing to get ready for that?
Well, we've been coming in at 6:30, and we've been running every day. We don't have practice tomorrow, but we run Monday through Thursday.
Okay, thank you. Now back to the studio.
Hey, Calallen Wildcats. I'm Edward, and I'm here with Michael and Gabriel. So guys, I've heard that y'all have an upcoming meet on Saturday. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, we have a meet this Saturday at TM High School, one of our basic competitors. They have a really good cross-country program, probably better than ours. I would say so myself. But yeah, it's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of schools there, especially from our district, so it's going to be tough competition, but I think we got it.
That's good to hear. Awesome. So what have y'all been doing to prepare for the upcoming season?
We've been running every day in the summer. We've been keeping up our mileages, and now during school, we're going in the morning, running every day, so we can keep up with TM, and hopefully we have a good meet.
Awesome. All right, guys. Awesome. Thank you very much. Back to the studio.
Football has their first scrimmage tonight against Corpus Christi Miller. We spoke to Coach Hernser about the season and expectations.
Hey cats, my name is Patrick. I'm here with Coach Hernser. Coach Hernser, so we hear you're a football coach this year again. Can you tell us a little bit about the new changes that are happening?
Yeah, there's a lot of new faces down there for the Calallen Wildcats. As you know, Coach Reeve is our new athletic director and head football coach. Coach Irvin is our new offensive coordinator. Coach Worcester is a new defensive coordinator. A lot of new faces down there. I decided to stick around. As you know, I love the kids here in Calallen. That's kind of my main concern, really. That's why I decided to stay. That was my main deciding factor. Having a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot of football. It's a lot of new stuff in terms of schemes and things. There's some similarities to some things that we have done in the past, but in terms of like terminology and verbiage and personnel groupings and all those kind of things, all of that stuff's new. So it's a lot of new information for the coaches to learn. For the fans, it'll probably look a little bit different on Thursdays and Friday nights. Just kind of what they're seeing. They might recognize a few things, but there's going to be hopefully some excitement for them in the stands, and we'll see how we do.
Okay, thank you. And how's y'all schedule looking this year?
We have a scrimmage coming up against Veterans Memorial. They're always one of the tougher teams in the area. So that'll give us a good measuring stick of sort of where we're at compared to at least the local teams. We tried to, schedule a tough schedule just so we can, be competitive in district. I feel like our district is weaker than our pre-district schedule. We play Gregory, Portland, and Alice, and, sent in some pretty tough teams in our pre-district schedule that they're going to pose a pretty good challenge, and we have to show up ready to play those games. Our district schedule, I honestly feel the toughest team other than us is TM, and this, and I think everybody knows this. TM hasn't beaten Calallen in 40 years. I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion, but I'll tell you this: it ain't going to be this year. They're not going to get us this year, even though they think they are. So. Whatever. I know that's probably poster board material, and someone will have my face plastered all up the locker room, but I know we'll show up ready to play that game.
Thank you, Coach. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
If you get the chance, make sure to go watch and support our boys. Golf is also starting up, and we caught up with Walker Arnold from the boys team to let us know how the team is coming along.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Walker Arnold, one of our varsity golf players. So this year I hear that y'all have 2 teams. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We got too many good kids on JV, so we did 2 varsities.
And can you tell me a little bit about how you feel this season and how you think y'all are going to do?
I think our team's good. Maybe we could go to state.
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you, Maddie.
Thank you, Emma.
And now it's time to get our weather report from James right after this quick break.
Good morning, Calallen TV. This quarter, if you don't miss any school, you can win yourself some free AirPods. So come to school, don't be late, and back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Calallen. Your weather forecast today is presented by Baytech Robinson Families. Happy Thursday, everybody. However, the temperatures are going to stay high today. Currently, temperatures in the low to mid 90s, already up to 93 degrees, with that heat index up to 107, just like we've been seeing the past couple of weeks. That south-southeast wind remaining at about 10 miles per hour, and some clouds up in the sky to provide some relief from the temperatures today. Looking on our Doppler radar, not quite as colorful as it was yesterday. Those thunderstorms over the Gulf are still moving northwesterly, so there still is a potential that one could come on shore and dump some rain on Calallen. However, that heat advisory does remain in effect. Instead of noon to 7, it is in effect from 1 to 8 p.m. today. About an hour difference, but keep that in mind. And yes, the high heat continues with those maximum temperatures beginning to approach 100 degrees as we come closer to the weekend, and those heat indices rising to match at about 115 degrees. Remember, you need to take frequent rest breaks, stay hydrated, know the signs and symptoms of heat illnesses, and look before you lock your car. Never leave someone inside. Throughout the rest of the day, we can see heat indices rising to so far a school year record of 111 degrees, though with the maximum temperature itself being up about 95 degrees. Those southeasterly winds increasing to about 14 miles per hour before the wind, the clouds, and the temperatures all decrease heading into the evening. By 10 p.m., that heat index will still be over 95 degrees, but it will be falling. And looking into the weekend in your 3-day outlook, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nearly identical conditions with temperatures at about 95 degrees, heat index right at about 110, about a 15% chance of rain, and southeast winds 5 to 15 miles an hour with partly cloudy skies. Stagnating conditions here. However, as we go into the weekend, the temperatures are going to feel hotter and hotter. So keep that in mind, and hopefully we'll start seeing some cool down sooner than later. And with that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So y'all, how did the barber win the race?
I don't know, Maddie. Why?
He knew a shortcut.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always, stay classy, Calallen.